What's all this stuff he has hidden in this box? I didn't think William believed in mysticism and magic, but these items all belong to some dark magic religion. And is that a human kidney? It really is William, and this map proves it. All the murdered women are listed on here. I still can't believe it. But maybe I can prevent him from finishing his ritual. If I can warn the final victim, then maybe I can save her. All the murder locations are marked on the map, and one still remains. 13 Miller's Court. 13. Of course. It all had to end on 13. I must go there at once and warn her. This is the room from my vision. I must write a letter to warn her about Gull. The things written in her diary about Annie Crook and blackmail. Seems there may be a really high-up person controlling William. Was he carrying out these murders for someone else? And using them as a means to gain power, I wonder? Pray she will find my letter and heed my warning. I am so tired now. Got to go home and get some rest before I collapse. Tomorrow, I will tell Inspector Aberline all I know and bring an end to this horrid affair.
Morning, sir. The rent collector found her at 10:45 this morning, in room 13. She wasn't answering her door, so he looked through the window. Saw the woman's mutilated remains.
Room 13? Do we have an ID for the victim?
Yes, sir. Mary Jane Kelly. Well, that's who supposedly lives here, but whether the body is hers or not is hard to tell. We haven't gained entry yet because the door is locked and the landlord doesn't have any spare keys.
Mary Kelly. Goodness me. So she was involved in this whole thing after all. Is this all down to that blackmail letter? But why would anyone go to such extremes over a simple blackmail plot? Maybe I can find answers inside Mary Kelly's room. "13 Miller's Court. Emma DeVille said it would all end at 13. I must find out what happened here. The body is inside that room." Oh my God. I've never seen anything like this before. There's no way to identify her. The body has been so badly ripped apart. The Ripper has surely gone insane, as only a madman could perform such mutilations on a young woman. This letter is a warning written by Emma DeVille, telling Kelly to flee for her life. Obviously, she never got it. Perhaps I should have listened to Emma after all. Everything she said would happen has come true. Time to pay Miss DeVille a visit, I think. Heading on. The door appears to be open, but looks like no one's home. I wonder if everything's okay. Mary Kelly's diary seems to point to a royal conspiracy behind all of this. It looks as though the person she and her friends were trying to blackmail was Prince Albert Victor, Queen Victoria's grandson. If this is true, it could open up some very serious allegations indeed. I wonder where Emma is. There's a lot of empty laudanum bottles on her desk. Perhaps she's sleeping or drugged. I must check upstairs. She's drugged, and there's no way I'll be able to wake her up. Her letter and diary both talk about Gull. She's been right about everything else so far, so maybe she is right about Gull. Time to pay the royal surgeon another visit.
Can I help you, Inspector?
Dr. Gull, would you care to explain why you have a book of black magic rituals and a list of 6 dead women in your safe?
Surely that is obvious, my dear Inspector Aberline. I killed them, of course, but I'm working for a much higher authority than you, Inspector. I've done this for the good of Queen and country, removing the disease from a festering society. Oh, and Inspector, what power I have achieved, what greatness and wonder I have seen.
You perform these atrocities in the name of the Queen? Our gracious Queen! You are a madman, a sick, depraved monster. I will have you pay for what you've done.
Don't be so sure, Inspector. I think you overestimate your lowly power. I'm like a god which you cannot touch. I'm above your feeble laws and have risen to greatness. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Leave now, Inspector. You've already broken into my premises, and I could have your badge withdrawn for such actions. You really do not seem to realize who and what you are dealing with.
Drat! Gull is a godforsaken lunatic. He's stark raving mad. He admitted to the murders. He was even proud of his work. But he's right. I can't touch him. Not a man of his status. Not without the proper authorities behind me. I must go to Scotland Yard, where only the Commissioner might possibly have the power to bring down this lunatic.
This whole affair has got completely out of hand, Aberline. You are ordered to cease any investigations into Sir William Gull immediately.
Sir, this is an outrage. I have Gull totally tied down. All the evidence points to him being Jack the Ripper. And he even admitted it to me. We can't just let him walk away from this.
The embarrassment this whole affair could cause Her Majesty the Queen is unimaginable. You are not to pursue this matter any further. Do you hear me? The murders will stop now, and as far as the public are concerned, it'll be an end to the Jack the Ripper episode. We will deal with it from here. A suitable scapegoat will be found, and the name Jack the Ripper shall be forgotten forever. If you try to act against Gull with any of the information you have, I will personally bury you, Inspector. Understand? I have orders to strip you of your badge and your pension if you so much as breathe a word of this to anyone. These are orders. Are we clear, Aberline?
Yes, sir. Crystal clear, sir. So, Emma, is this how it all ends? The old monster Gull dies and gets remembered as a great physician, and the identity of Jack the Ripper remains an enigma forever. Where's the justice?
Yes, I'm afraid it would appear that way, Inspector. Although I just can't shake off this bad feeling I have about Gull's death. Something about it just doesn't seem right. The puzzle just isn't complete.
Oh, by the way, please call me Fred. Incidentally, it seems strange that Gull's death certificate was signed by his son-in-law and no other doctor was present. Says he died of a stroke, and here we are witnessing his funeral, seeing the abhorrent monster finally laid to rest.
Of course, you are correct, Fred, but it still will be a long, long time before I rest peacefully at night.
You and me both, Emma. You and me both.
Oh my God! Gull is still alive!